Hey everybody, we are back with another video, and I told you this would be the second surprise of the week. And as you can see, I have some very different faces on the couch today. These are, what are y'all? Y'all, Calvin would say associates.
Strong black men.
Strong black men, but they really have become brother and friend, seriously. What, 4 years now I think I've known y'all, which is kind of crazy.
Longer.
That is kind of crazy. So, what, Cardo? How have I known you longer?
It's longer than that. About 5 years. Feels longer.
No, it's 4.
5. COVID was what, 3 years ago? 2020. So it's been longer than that.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
sorry,
Well,
been a little
whatever. 5. Okay, I'm gonna let them have it. We're gonna do introductions real quick, and if we want to start right here, oh man,
It's your boy Calvin.
Ricardo.
And I'm Greg.
yes, this is the crew. Okay, good times. We all met at the gym. As you know, I had been focused on talking to the guys in this series, and the series is ending. And I wanted to make sure that I added all the areas of health that are important. And so we did spiritual, we did emotional, mental, and today we're doing physical wellness. Why it is so important, and getting perspective from men, right? So I'm super excited just to hear their thoughts, and let's just get started, okay? So, in no particular order, what does physical fitness or physical wellness, how important is that to you, or why is it important to you?
For me, it's just something that I've been doing since 8th grade. Started with my pops. I've been doing it since then, and when I got to high school, I was in it sports heavy, so I had to work out, and it really continued from high school to current. So it's just something that I love to do, something that's almost second nature. Like, I gotta do it. So I don't really think about, the benefits or the non-benefits. It's just something that I love to do.
Routine.
And it's part of my life.
I think for me too, it kind of elevated a little bit after college ball. I met Ricardo during Ashland days. I knew Calvin since high school. Me and him just kind of took it from high school to the college days. After college, missing out on football now. It's kind of like you said, it's kind of consumed our lives, and the people that you meet in there, you form a brotherhood, you form a band. You meet kids in there that, look up to you, and you just like, wow, like, you look up to me, so, showing them game, and just getting away from your daily life sometimes, just lost in the gym. So.
Yeah, for me it's more so, stress reliever, and then also, it's therapeutic, that's my outlet, get done with work, after work, might take some time off here, chill for a little bit, then go into that, have that therapy session. After that, whatever issues, problems I had or whatever, it's gone, it's done. So, it's essentially a different form of medicine versus going to the pharmacy and getting some type of prescription medication. So that's what it is mostly for me though.
Okay, Cardo, and like you mentioned, it's therapeutic. So we'll just start with you and say, how do you think like physical fitness is related to mental and emotional health? Because you said instead of going to get medication or whatever, like that is your medicine in a way, a way to take care of yourself. So how do you think it ties together with those two areas?
It's essentially pretty much another way for me to sit here, get aggression out, any type of issues, problems I may have. I'm not saying, I don't verbalize those, because I do verbalize it, but, it's just another form of expression. So, verbalize it, also sit there, some people might say, church, for instance, whatever, whatnot, the gym, you get it out physically. So, that's just how I look at it. So, I think, it's pretty much essentially you get that balance, So that's how I look at it. That's how I do it. That's me though.
I always kind of related like working out. That's the one thing in your life that doesn't really change. Weights don't change. The numbers stay the same. your body changes, you age. You know, people around you, they come and go. You know, your job, you know, it changes, you know what I mean? But working out stays the same. Like, it's the one constant that's always been in my life. Like, I remember straight out of college, first job I had, lost it, you know, and a lot of people don't know, but I was going through like a depression. Like the anxiety of dealing with like being jobless straight out of college, but coming to the gym every day at 6 o'clock, 6:30, whatever time it was, Monday through Friday. You know what I mean? Like it happens every day. That's the one constant thing that you got that does not change. Like no matter what you're going through, how your body's changing as you get older, that don't change. So consistency to me, having that one consistent part in my life is important. Like you said, it's like a medicine. So.
Same. It's an outlet. It's like medicine. You know, it gives you self-confidence when you start to see, you know, your body changing. You start hitting your goals. You feel good. When you feel good, you know, that energy rubs off. You know what I mean? So, you know, it's a big confidence booster. You know, but for me, it's like no matter, and this is for anything, you know, because some people work out to take stress away or be therapeutic. Some people, you know, they listen to music or whatever they do to cope. Nothing's really going to change your mental until you actually get the help. Until you actually go to therapy and get the help. You know, the working out or whatever you do, that's just a distraction for the moment. And once that does settle in, you back to what's, you know, square one. So, you know, no matter what you do, if you really need help, make sure you get the help, the correct help, the professional help. But, you know, for me, working out, it takes a lot off your mind. If you had a bad day, you can blow it off, do a couple reps in the gym. You forget about it at that time. So, you know, it's really a way to release.
Yeah. I love hearing those perspectives because I never really considered, you know, that never changes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's great, you know, how you said, like, that's the one thing, you know, that spoke to me. So,
you know, for a fact, we was there every day, 6:30, no matter what.
Wow.
No matter what. And it was like, it was the club for us. It was a fun time for us. We loved it. So
it got scary, man, because it got to a point where I was closer to these dudes than more closer to my brother. You know, like I said, like, you know, people got their own ways of getting like outlets, drugs, I mean, sex, whatever. But like for us, it was like, you know, you go to work, go to the gym. You know, something come around, Thursday night football, Saturday, whatever. Like we do that afterwards, but like every day, Monday through Thursday, Friday, gym time for at least like an hour and a half, whatever. So
yeah. No, I love that, and I appreciate the perspective. I also appreciate you saying, you know, make sure you get the help, though. You know, so you can work out, you can do all those things, and like you said, it's for the moment.
For the moment,
right? Which is not bad,
Mm-hmm.
you know, because sometimes you need to immediately get your mind off of whatever.
Yeah.
But like, make sure you take time. Whether in another video, the last video from Thursday, you know, one of the guys was saying, you know, therapy, it may not even necessarily be a couch, but if it's someone you know, right, who you can talk to, you know, whatever, and even if they have experience in it, you know, if you're not comfortable with formal therapy yet, because a lot of men, let's be very honest, don't like to admit sometimes that you need help from somebody else outside of yourself.
I mean, there's a lot of people in general, though. So
No, that's true, but when you think about
talking
it,
about the pride side.
yeah, when you think about it, a lot of women will be like, okay, I'll go quicker than men will.
Because we supposed to be the backbone. We supposed to be the strength. So
You don't think so, Carter?
when we
Okay.
need help with something,
y'all women, y'all got a lot of pride and stuff like that too. So we just gotta be real now.
they that's true too. But I think they got pride in certain. Everybody got pride in certain spectrums. But that's true too. Y'all definitely got a lot of pride and ego.
Because I'll tell somebody quick, like, hey, yeah, that's on me. I did that. Yeah.
I mean, now we know, because Cardo, you different though. You know?
That's me.
But exactly, that's what I'm saying. For the majority, most of the time, like Calvin said, men are like, I'm the backbone. I gotta be strong. I can't look like I'm weak.
Mhm.
You know, and most people look at therapy and stuff like it's a weak thing. So you do see a lot of men use the gym to release aggression, and even when y'all, I was like, what are y'all
I
doing?
think you're talking about
Yeah, but sometimes the weight just heavy. You know what I mean? It's for real. Sometimes
I
it's
think,
just heavy.
I think you're talking about
I ain't
a,
mad. I
that.
had a
I
perfect
think
day.
you're talking about a vulnerability thing, yo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like it's easy, and I hate to say this, it's easier for a woman to be more vulnerable in moments compared to men.
True.
I agree with that.
Dictionary. Thank you. That's the
Yeah.
word. Okay.
Okay.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Well, that's good perspective. Okay, so with that, clearly you can see they all take very good care of their physical fitness.
Some more
And
numbers.
so, don't do that. And so, and so, what are some practical tips, tools you would tell people? Because look, the reality is, there's some men, like, that's not their thing.
Yeah.
They don't like working out. It's not good. But, especially with, don't do
It's
that.
a lot of people really they
Yeah.
don't like working out, but
It
the
is.
tips is out there. I mean, there's nothing else. There's nothing that we can say or tell you to.
Everybody
work out,
that
like-
comes to us about, hey, how you do this, how you do that,
Mm-hmm.
it's literally all time management. Time management,
Fact.
and
That's
you
a
making,
tip.
you
Tell
giving,
them.
and people give me every excuse in the book as to why they can't do
Yeah,
this. do that.
But really, it really just comes down to consistency
Consistency,
and really how you eat.
And,
So-
and,
yeah.
and how
Those-
bad you really want to get fit. My fault.
And now you could, but that's really what it comes down to. Like you can make time. If it's really something that's
Mhm.
important to you, you can make time. Like an hour. It don't take that long for you to sit there really be in the gym and get a good workout in. You know what I mean? So
You got gyms that's open 24 hours. You got gyms that open at 3 a.m., 4 a.m. Like, you got options.
Yeah.
So-
You know, if you want to get fit, you gonna get fit.
Imagine how much time we blow on our phone.
Facts.
social media, just scrolling or whatever,
Right.
just
Yeah.
being non-productive. So like you can do that while you at the gym on the treadmill, like for real.
Mm-hmm.
So I think too it is mental, because even this week I heard somebody say like that's the hardest part of my life is like trying to get my fitness together, trying to eat better, you know, make
Yeah, they eat
healthier
different
habits and
Yeah.
stuff, you know, like, but even coming to the gym, it may not be your favorite thing, but it's like when you get it in your mind, I at least need to do it 2 or 3 times a
You don't
week.
gotta be
Like
the gym,
some
though.
people. That's true.
You don't gotta be the gym.
Be outside,
Outside,
be
home.
home, be backyard.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You
30
got
minutes.
options. You
30
definitely got options, and they out there, but
YouTube is free.
YouTube is
That
free
too,
for
and
sure.
you can do it from home.
So you
Right
want to
there.
get fit, you gonna get fit.
Yeah.
It's just that simple. That
Why do
doc-
you think it's so hard? Why do you think some people they can't get it together in their brain to get fit?
lazy.
Not just that, I'm gonna prioritize
He
it.
said you lazy.
Lazy. I'm lazy.
I can't say that.
Because if
No.
if the doctors say, listen,
No, that's fact. To live.
I need you to
But
do
like,
this.
what about the circumstances for like a nurse that gotta work crazy hours? You feel me? Like they got a valid excuse, but it's an excuse. You know?
Again, like we said, you know, back then, it's gyms that's open 24 hours. It's gyms that's open at 3 a.m., 2 a.m.
Can we bring my shadow in?
Come on, Mr. Lake.
What's up, champ?
Say hello. Introduce yourself.
He ready to go?
Oh my goodness. So this is another Ian, right? Different Ian, but clearly. Welcome.
Football, basketball, swimming.
Oh, all of y'all.
Cheerleader.
Like Michael Phelps.
Don't do that.
Throw your hand up in the air if you need me. I cross the river.
Screw. Okay.
Screw you out of that.
Here y'all go. About to make my job real hard. Okay. So we were just at practical tips and tools. Calvin told the people they lazy. If you don't want to
You
get
agree with
fit.
that?
Well, people are lazy. Absolutely.
I do think people are lazy, but I'm saying like if it's difficult for them to kind of like get in their head, like I'm gonna get fit, I'm gonna
What you
make
call
better
it?
choices.
You just got to prioritize it though.
I also
That's what it
think
comes down to.
sometimes people got anxiety about setting that time to like work out, especially like if you got a job that work crazy hours, you got kids.
Oh yeah, you were just saying that.
Like it's some people like, man, I'm about to waste 30 minutes or whatever, an hour.
An hour though, you can give an hour.
You can give 30 minutes a day
Yeah.
to work out.
It's
And
easy
if
for
you,
us
and
to-
if you can't, then you're selfish. And that's
Yeah.
how
I mean, this is the same people that spend 30 minutes to an hour watching the game, watching TV,
On their phone.
or out
Just
to
said
the
that.
club.
Yeah.
You know, this is again,
Yeah.
like you said, you gotta prioritize it, and some people just lazy at the end of the day, and that's just what it is.
All right. No,
Like-
don't be lazy. Don't lean into that, like, because it's easy for people to be lazy,
Mhm.
especially if it's hard
Mm-hmm.
for you, right? And Cardo said being consistent,
Yeah.
and
How long does it take to build a habit?
21 days.
21 days.
21 days.
And some people might feel like, cause they so out of shape, that cause I get that a lot. Like they feel intimidated going
Mhm.
to the gym because all people looking at me, and or like some girls might be intimidated going to the weightlifting room. I can promise you, nobody's looking at you. I promise you, nobody's looking at you. Nobody cares what you look like. Nobody cares what you're doing. Get in there, do what you're supposed to do, and go after your goal.
But
But no,
too, are they really
Gym
not
tim-
looking?
what's
Do
it,
they
gym
really
intimidation?
not care?
Gym intimidation.
Yeah.
Like, but
If you
we
look
all gotta
good,
start
baby.
somewhere though. So
It,
I mean, it don't matter.
Yeah.
There's always a beginning.
Yeah, I agree. Man. Women be wearing all types of stuff for us to look.
I mean, like you said, if you look good, we
Gym
gonna look.
intimidation.
But you know what you're doing when you put
We're
that
not
on.
gonna have that conversation we had yet.
You got leggings on.
Edit.
About to get us
Just say, if you got leggings on, we gonna look.
You wanna
You
look?
got leggings on with a sports bra, sweating.
Right.
What?
I mean,
What
you're
you, think
men.
what you think I'm supposed to do?
Yeah.
Exactly.
And you know them leggings nowadays.
Yeah,
That's a
man.
little different.
Yeah.
And they got the nude colors and all that. Come on, what we
And
doing?
the yoga pants. Come on.
What we doing?
Okay.
And you doing stiff leg deadlifts?
So, like you were saying,
Apology.
sometimes you are looking, and that can be intimidating for people.
Yeah, but we not
But y'all
like
not.
staring though, and like
Yeah.
we
Gawking.
yeah we
Not gawking.
we got our own thing to do. We not,
Right.
Man, trust me, we all started somewhere. Come in there and do your thing, and take your goals.
Yeah.
True. Attack your goals. Attack your goals.
Make sure you got a partner too. Man. I think that's what makes it a
Yeah.
lot easier because when people go after, sometimes people set the bar super high.
Mhm.
You know, when they want to start their fitness journey, break it down, start with a partner, compete with somebody. You know, make your journey a little bit easier on yourself rather than like setting the bar so high. So
Yeah.
I do agree with that because having somebody that's gonna hold you accountable and all that stuff like that. Hey, where you at? Like you ain't here.
Mhm.
Like how far you?
yeah,
That does definitely that does help. So
And that's interesting. You all say that because I'm a person like I don't really want to be bothered, but you don't keep yourself accountable. So what's the balance in that? Because sometimes you go, it's like that's the one time you're away from people, and it just that's a good balance. Even like I said, y'all making me think about things. Because sometimes you're like, I just want to go by myself and
Yeah,
do
but
it, but then after a while,
how much are you motivating yourself? to do it?
exactly.
So,
Exactly. So,
yeah.
okay. All right. Well, clearly you can see this is, important that we talk about physical fitness, that you make it a priority, stay consistent, have accountability, right? And going into the ladies topic, right? So you all know this has been, my introduction to having these conversations that are important and sometimes that people don't, put out there and talk about. So I wanted to make sure I got their opinions and get this conversation started about how important you think it is for women. So women that you may be interested in dealing with, even just women in your family, if you want to say that too, right? Greg is telling you he's married. Hey, Britt, okay? He is very married. Right? But how important, 0 to 10, do you think it is that she is physically fit? Like, is it a deal breaker? Is it a, how important is that to you and why?
Not gonna last.
Inquiring minds want to know.
she ain't gotta be super fit. I mean, hey,
1 to 10. What does that mean? Like,
take care of yourself. I mean,
0, it don't care. It don't matter. 10,
5, you be
you gotta
average.
be
Don't matter.
top fit.
Mean,
top fit. Oh,
Top fit.
wow, okay.
take a nice little spectrum. You can be Lizzo. Come in. Just have that confidence, that swag. Give me Lizzo, I take her. Or hey, I mean, she be nice, fit, petite. I roll with it. Don't matter.
Cardo, you don't care. It's a rain.
Hey, listen.
Carter ain't never cared. You ain't turn nothing down but his count.
Hey, listen here.
He been a
Hear me?
dog.
Player, pimp, pimp.
Oh my God, no! Oh my God, next. That's crazy. Not having that.
Champ, you want to talk about it? Please, let him go.
Please,
I'm going to laugh.
we want to hear
Are we talking about fit or we're working out?
Yeah, it's different.
their physical fitness, just health.
Zero
So
from 10, you
them
don't
working
negotiable.
out is a non-negotiable.
Okay.
It's if you don't work out, keep it moving. I think it's selfish if you don't work out, and I say that because it's somebody that you choose to be with for the rest of your life. You talk about when you get older, there's health reasons or health things that you can avoid by working out. And being active. And if I gotta take care of you because you chose not to do that, I feel away. So I don't even necessarily think it's the appearance. Everybody has a preference, right, of what they want somebody to look like. But I don't think it's the appearance more than it is the physical fitness part of it for me. So,
So you gotta be fit. Physical.
well, you gotta work out. So again, I've dated thicker chicks, I've dated skinnier chicks, but they all went to the gym. And the ones who didn't,
Kick you to the curb.
So I got a question.
it's a but.
I got a question for you when you say they gotta work out. Because like there's some people they go work out, they don't look like they work out though. So as long as they going to the gym, you cool with that. You find you Gucci.
They're working out, they're moving, they're doing something to benefit. Going to the gym and sitting there is one thing. Going there and working out, that's another. So
Go.
You know I like mine. I ain't gonna hold you.
Tell me.
You know I like mine now.
They get on my nerves. Okay. But I'm for it.
I do like mine a little thick, but
And ain't nothing wrong with that.
yeah, I mean, like I like mine a lot of things. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh my God.
But at this point in my life, for real, I do take it a little more serious. Like I do weigh my food out now and stuff like that.
Not you, brother.
So, she will have to at least work out. You know, she can't just sit at the house and eat Cheetos all day because then that's gonna tempt me. Because I need help. I need help myself with the nutrition. Yeah.
Got you.
So if I'm weighing fish and baked chicken, dried chicken breast, and then you got Cheetos all in the house, that ain't gonna do nothing but make me fall off. So you gotta at least understand the lifestyle and at least work out a little bit. I'm not saying she gotta wear her food or nothing like that or go to the gym every day like I do, but at least 2 or 3 times a week, and at least 50% healthy, eat nutrition. I'm cool with that.
do something.
Greg.
I take that too. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's a great question for me, and I love my wife. I'm gonna say that. Start off with that. My wife was I got a kid born last year, September. My wife was very fit before pregnancy. Obviously, pregnancy changes your body. It puts you through things, challenges you mentally, physically, all that. Pregnant again, but I think for me, kind of piggybacking off of what he said, you got to be motivated to want to do better for yourself. You got to understand what your significant other's going through, whether that might be a mental hurdle or a physical hurdle, whatever the case may be. But it goes back to what they said too. You can't be lazy. Fitness for me, it might be on a different level for my significant other, but you gotta meet me somewhere. As we go through this journey of life, I ain't gonna look like this the rest of my life. I know that. But
Don't get in and start.
It doesn't matter, bro. When you're 60 years old, you ain't gonna look like, okay, all right, bro, whatever you say. I want to be attracted to my wife. I want to make sure, all that is, how she saw day one, but evolved. For me, physical attraction is important too. Like I ain't gonna lie about that.
Definitely.
Physical attraction is definitely important, but also motivation to me. Somebody who's willing to go on a journey and just, man, like a better word, just ball out with me, man, the rest of my life. That's attractive. Like, you know, like attack your dreams, but also you know, want to do better for yourself, for your kids, you know, and fitness is a part of that journey. Like you got a mental battle, but you also got a physical battle your whole life. So why sit around and eat Cheetos all day? You know? So,
What about you? How is important is
Oh, they want to flip it on me and be the interviewer.
Let's talk about it.
how long I've been getting on you?
A long time. How important is it to me? I wasn't ready for this, so this is usually what happens. Okay, for real. How important is it to me?
if it ain't important, something ain't important.
No, it's not that it's not important, because I do like a man that takes care of his body. I do like that. You ain't gotta be like chiseled, you know.
You like a dad, though.
So like what? Like 4 out of 10?
Red
5 out
Cross.
of 10?
I don't know. I was saying 7 at least.
7?
Seven?
That's pretty fit.
What's
though.
a 7? It's very fit.
No, I'm saying like that's including like your workout and your eating. Like you can't just be trash.
He
like,
on
you
it
just
then.
eat.
He on it.
Yeah, you can't just. Cause I agree. I lean to what Ian said. When you are like, I'm gonna live life with somebody because that's what I desire. You want to make sure you're both healthy, and of course, life happens, so you don't know. A lot of things can happen to change that,
Right.
right? But when you go in, it's like you do want to make sure you're taking care of each other. Cause I'm not the greatest at working out or at eating. I know how to do it, right? And sometimes you might fall off, and you got to get back on, right? So I'm just saying, it has to be a part of your life. But I do, as far as preference, like a man who does that. That's encouraging for me. Kind of like you said. I need somebody to help me keep it moving.
Yeah.
Because I can get lazy. We're working out real fast, really fast. But that's a whole nother conversation that is going to be coming up later for other reasons. But like Greg said, excuses. So we're not going to give him because I don't even want to hear his mouth on this video. So yeah, I think like that's important. But like Ian said, I've dated really slender guys and I've liked guys that are a little more juicy. So I don't really have. Okay, like, because we're not going to say, that. Okay, we're not going to do that. It just, yeah, so.
You looking for an Idris.
You always say that. No, I'm not.
You looking for an Idris.
No, I am not looking for no Idris.
Gotcha.
By the way, my wife is definitely motivated. I left that part out.
Oh, yeah, she is. But she has an excuse because, like you said, baby number 2, don't get me started because what women put their bodies through,
Yeah.
what their bodies go through to bring life into this world,
Mhm.
you better leave them alone.
Which is why I'm saying
You don't leave them
about
alone.
like the physique part of it, but I don't stop you from going to the gym. right?
Exactly. I'm not saying it, but I'm saying a lot of times, like, women put so much pressure on themselves,
Off topic too, by the
especially
way, though, if you stay fit, if you stay active
During
while you're pregnant,
pregnancy,
it makes the delivery a lot easier.
I know a lot of
Speaking from
women
experience.
just like
Speaking
to
from
eat whatever they want
Mm-hmm.
and say, "Oh, I'm eating for 2,"
No, you're not.
and
This
make that
big.
excuse. Yeah.
Baby, this big. They come out after 40 weeks, 7 pounds.
Yeah.
Nah,
And you
that
done gained.
that was for you,
Yeah.
baby.
So,
I gained that weight with her though.
It's okay, Greg. You can get.
Ice
can
cream
have-
every day.
That's okay. No, I mean, what was you just saying before you said that?
Oh, stay active while you're.
Oh yeah, while you're pregnant. But what I was saying is like a lot of women put pressure on themselves, especially after delivery. So like, oh, I gotta hurry up. And yes, some women who are very active. Like I have a cousin that had her baby 3 days after the baby. You would never know she had a baby. But I mean, very fit, like lean.
mhm.
And so that's, for a woman like her, you would see the snap back really quick versus other women who might be a little more
Right.
juicy, right? They they may not bounce back as fast. right? And so, like you said, Greg, you know, your body, it changes, you know, and how you still uplift a woman when she's going through
Yeah, I
that.
was about to say, you don't leave that woman. You gotta be there.
Right. Right. So
How long you think it should take for it to snap back?
not 3 years, not 2 years. Because you know,
Years.
someone would be like, yes,
Years?
that's literally a thing. People be like, oh, the baby's 3 and I still ain't lost the weight. You're not. You're not gonna lose it until you get your life
Right.
and you
So
do
how long?
it.
You didn't answer the question.
Years.
I mean, I think
I would
a
say
year,
I mean,
year and a half.
I was gonna say I would say 2 years.
Yeah, a year, year and a half.
Anything longer than that, we
What we doing?
Right, you're not doing.
the baby that lost their baby fat.
Right. They walking now. What we doing? Talking about?
Yeah, yeah. So, okay. Well, I have enjoyed this. Any last things y'all want to say? And behave.
I enjoy myself.
We always behave. You know what it is?
Okay.
I gotta keep it PG.
Yes.
Women up
Since I was late to the party. No, I'm just playing.
Well, you know what? Ian, you can answer that first question. Why is it important to you, like physical health and wellness?
Like to me personally.
To you personally.
Because quality of life is a big thing. So again, we know life is short. However, like I said, quality of life is one thing. People work 40 years, and then by the time they hit retirement, they're going to the hospital every other day because they're dealing with health issues, etc. And I don't plan on working 40 years, but I also, don't plan on being that person. So, and again, life happens, like you said, you never know what genetics brings or life, or incidents or whatever the case may be, but I don't know, it's proven that, fitness helps your mental health, you look good, you feel good, it helps, so much in life, so why not?
Why not? Why not take care of yourself? It's so important, and I'm happy you all sat with me. Thank you very much. They will be back, right? Because this series is over. Be quiet.
I can't wait on the next topic.
Oh, what's our next topic?
This series is over. We're gonna dive more into the male, female fitness looks, expectations. We ain't doing it because I gotta give them a whole layout, rules, and everything. We got kids that watch the channel.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
Okay.
G-rated.
So
Sorry.
we gotta keep it. So, but that's gonna be upcoming. The rest of the year is already planned out. So next year, look out for those more spicy episodes because it's important that we talk about it. So thank y'all so much. I will see you next week and have a great rest of your weekend. Peace.